Hey, marriage for real family. Hopefully you guys are on lunch. It's what, almost 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock. Log, come on, jump in real quick if you guys have a few minutes to hang with your brother D. Hello, Diamond D girl. How's it going? No Met PR. Hello. Welcome. I know I'm not expecting a lot of people. Whoever can come in, come on in. Hang with your boy. This will be a really quick scope. Really quick scope. How y'all doing today? All right. Hey, Naisha, how's it going? Look. I am not going to prolong it. Hello, Diamond Girl. Hello, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. As you see all the comic book stuff, I'm in my studio. I'm a professional comic book artist. I am in my lab. Okay, so I'm not at the normal marriage for real spot, which is right over that way. Okay, in the dark. I'm actually getting some artwork done. Probably going to do a scope on my other scope. Hey, Natural Divas. Probably going to do another scope later on my Kapow School scope, where I teach people how to draw. What up, Nikki? What up? All right. You see, it's me and in my ugly mug. I'm sitting here without my wife. She's at work, and I actually happen to be off evolving. Hello. I heard that that you met Toy at church Sunday. That was so cool. She said, "Babe, evolving was there at Anwa." Yeah, we're actually thinking about joining. We love the ministry. We love how it goes. Hey, yeah, we love how Apostle Prophet Stevens gets down, and hopefully we can bless that ministry and be blessed by the ministry. So we're thinking about joining. I'm just waiting for my work schedule to stabilize. So that we can go through the new membership class and all that stuff if necessary. Well, it's necessary, but right now I'm working on Sundays. Hello, Odell from Canton, Missouri. Hello. Oh, Lucas, good. All right, listen. I miss you guys for past. We have not been on for the past couple of days because I've been working doubles. And quite honestly, Toy's kind of been overwhelmed with a lot of stuff from work and whatnot, and a little stressed out. So y'all pray for your sister. We will be on tonight though. We will Michigan. Okay, Michigan. I'm sorry. I thought MI was Michigan. You got to excuse me. That's Chicago Public School education. You were in your third. Yes. I am a comic book geek. Like I said, I am in the lab. You see all my comic book stuff, my drawings, my drafting table. This is what I do on my days off. I'm growing Honor Studios, my faith-based animation and comic book studio, as well as do freelance stuff with Marvel, DC, that kind of stuff, and commission. So I'm a comic book guy. I'm a professional artist as well as a cop. So listen, I know you guys probably don't have a lot of time, so we're going to jump right in because this is going to be a really quick scope. One of the things I learned out of the 21 things in 21 things that we're going over in marriage. Over 21 years. 21 years I've been married to this beautiful woman. You all love her and you adore. Thank you all for the hearts. Invite people. Share. If you can't watch it right now, watch the replay. Okay? All that stuff. Okay, so anyway, 21 lessons learned over 21 years. Now, mind you, there have been a lot more lessons in 21, but we thought it was kind of catchy, all right, and kind of purposeful to, dial in on 21. And so one of the things I learned, this is for my brothers, and my sisters are always welcome because it applies across the board. But specifically as a man, usually when I do these huddles, it's from a male's perspective. Anybody can watch. I want you to share with your man, okay, whether it's your husband, your fiance, your long-term boyfriend that you might be. Sisters, I want my sisters lurking, okay, because I want them to share it. Share it, okay? Say, yeah, there's this dude, man, from Chicago. This comic book cop dude, and he's talking about real life marital stuff. Share it, okay? But this is where I found myself. Brothers, don't assume. Show and tell. Don't assume, show and tell. As men, we are historically notorious for our lack of communication skills, me included. Okay, me included. What you guys are seeing right now is decades of grooming by my wife that has helped me evolve and grow as a communicator. Okay, but men, we get caught. Yeah, the comic book cop, the comical cop. If you think I'm funny, all right, I'll probably starve if I go into comedy. But as men, we are notorious for getting into do mode. Okay, we do. We are wired to provide. We are our primary love language. You guys hear us refer to this stuff. I hate cliches. Okay, I hate cliches, but sometimes they're adequate. And yeah, it's a popular book. You can buy it on Amazon. We're going to be opening up an Amazon store for the books that we recommend on marriage and relationships. But one of our primary staples in marriage has been the 5 love languages. It really opened up our eyes to where we were messing up along the lines of communication. Okay, that we were both saying the same things, but we were saying them in different ways where the other person didn't quite understand. And so with anyhow, men, primarily, we are acts of service guys. Now, you may find yourself in you may have 2 or 3. You don't have to have just one. But I'm talking about, generically speaking, men were wired for acts of service. Let the Hearts Fly if you guys agree, okay? Yeah, it's an excellent book, Evolve, and we love it. We are primarily acts of service. We get into do mode, all right? We are providers. We are hunters and gatherers. We're protectors. And we express our love by just doing, okay? But I remember early on when Toy and I were dating, when we were hot and heavy and so passionately, wash the dishes, we'll cut the grass, you know what I mean? Of course, we'll work, we'll get our car fixed, we'll change your tires. You understand what I'm saying? We're doers, okay? And we assume oftentimes that because we're doing, our wife, our woman, gets the fact that we are telling her we love her. And that's not the case. That's not always the case. We have to show and tell. Do you understand? We have to not just show, but we have to tell. All right. Me for one, I suffer from a chronic case of tunnel vision when I'm in do mode. Okay. And I do because I love. I do because I want to provide. And I'm most effective in loving when I'm doing. Do you understand? That's my lane. You feel me? And so with that being said, sometimes it doesn't translate well to her. Sometimes she doesn't quite get it, okay? Because she wasn't meant to get that love language. The Lord didn't create her to totally, for her antenna to always dial in to how a man expresses, okay? So men, sometimes I have this saying with my kids and with people that I train, sometimes we have to extend ourselves beyond ourselves, okay? And that's a powerful thing when you extend yourself beyond yourself. And so with that being said, we have to extend ourselves beyond our normal comfort zones when it comes to communication. All right, my wife's primary love language is gift giving. Okay, that's how she receives that I love you. Gift giving and quality time. All right, men, it's okay to do. There's nothing wrong with doing. Keep doing. If you're doing. Brothers, if you're not doing, step up and do some more. Okay? All right? Yes, that's why I'm working doubles. Well, primarily because they're forcing me to work doubles. Okay? But brothers, if you're doing, keep doing. All right? But it doesn't absolve you or release you from the other things that you need to be doing to communicate effectively. Or early on in our relationship, that kind of led to our first major pitfall, was that I was so caught up into do mode, I stopped showing and telling. I remember when we were dating. Let me backtrack. I remember when we were dating, and she reminds me of it, and I remember it vividly. I was holding her, and we were just spending some time together, and I told her, because I knew of her upbringing, and I knew of the things that she wrestled with as coming up, in the household that she did, that there were times that she didn't feel loved. And I told her, I made her this promise, this solemn vow. I said, babe, I said, not a day will go by where you won't know how much I love you. And I meant it. Okay? And I thought that I had adhered to that. But I adhered to it. I adhered to it on my terms. Do you understand? Using my primary language, where it got to the point where she was not feeling that. You understand? She didn't quite get the love that I was trying to send her way, because I was so caught up in do mode, I didn't show. I wasn't spending as much time. Okay, I didn't tell. I was so tired and worn down and do, provide, that communication completely broke down. And before I knew it, there was this huge gap of time where she questioned whether I loved her. Do you understand? Well, I appreciate that, Smith. Praise God. I'm glad that you're receiving something here. I'm just telling you my story. Okay, if you find yourself in it, praise God. You know, as the word tells us, as we receive it, walk in it. You know, walk in the light. And so the revelation came later that she was not getting the love that I was putting out. And I thought I was putting it out pretty good. But I was putting it out, maybe if you were another dude, you'd probably get it. You understand? But my woman wasn't getting it. The one that really needed to get it. Okay? And we paid a pretty hefty price. Okay? It led to some, you know, side business going on. You understand? And that's the worst case scenario. That's the worst case scenario. Oftentimes, man, I want to encourage you that if your women are very expressive. Sisters, let the hearts fly if you feel this. Women are very expressive. When they're in a certain place, even if they don't tell it, which many times they're prone to do it, they really can't hide it. We're just oblivious to it. Do you understand? When we were in that place, when we were in that place where I wasn't, my love language wasn't reaching her effectively. When we went to counseling and she expressed where she was at that time, I kind of played back. I did a quick rewind in my head. And I'm like, wow, she was trying to tell me the whole time where she was. And I was oblivious to it because I was so much in do mode. And so from that moment forward, I made it a point to show and tell, okay? Not just do, but show you that I love you and tell you. Women hold on to words, brother. Not brothers, I'm telling you, I'm not quick to hold on to words. And most men, I don't speak in absolutes. Once again, we're generally speaking as general men are wired. Some are more sensitive than others. I get it in certain areas. You understand? So I'm not trying to get into debates and throw you and categorize you in my space. But most of the men that I've come in contact with, which are pretty good guys, pretty extensive, from the military to playing pro ball to being a cop, I've been in very man circles, okay? And most of the men that I've come in contact with, it's pretty much a general given. It's pretty much a general given that we're not very observant in subtle acts, okay? And so when I was playing this stuff back in my head, I was like, oh my God, that's what I was seeing the entire time. And I didn't get it. And she was screaming, I don't know if you love me. And that was so hard for me to accept. You understand? Because I thought that I was doing what I was doing for you. I was speaking my love language loud and clear, but she was not receiving it. Okay? So now I've made it a point to show and tell. Words with women carry much more weight, generally speaking, than they do with men. I tell her, babe, I love you. Okay? You are still the apple of my eye. Sometimes while she's at work, I'll send her something a little freaky. And be like, yo, baby, that thing you did last night, you still got it, girl. You understand? And I'm telling her that you still matter, that you're still my primary focus, that brother is not interested in anything outside of you. Do you understand? Yeah, we may come home every night. We may be there but not be present. Do you understand? You follow me, fellas? Because I was always there, but I wasn't present. I wasn't engaged. You understand? Engage your woman. Show and tell. That's what I mean by show and tell. Show her by communicating her love language. Say the words. Yo, girl, babe, I just called to tell you that I love you. That's it. Ain't got to be a whole long, thrown-out conversation. Because half the times if you call her at work or wherever she is, she's going to answer because it's you. You understand? Simply because it's you. And there are some... We get the aftermath after those. Yeah, you get the aftermath after those. Yeah, so like when I call my wife, she'll be like, she's at work. She'll call me back. Dude, what's the matter? Is everything okay? Babe, I just called to say I love you. And it will change the whole shift of her day. Do you understand? It doesn't take much, brothers. Show and tell. Extend yourself beyond yourself and watch what it does with your relationship. It'll take it to a whole nother level. Okay? A lot of times by showing and telling, believe it or not, we remind ourselves that you are still the person I fell in love with. Oftentimes life gets in the way. How do most men want love? Most, believe it or not, because we are acts of service, because men are acts of service, like my wife bought me a bag the other day. Okay? She bought me, and I loved my bag. I love, because, I have an art bag, and I've been carrying the same art bag with all my supplies in. I take it with me everywhere. I call it my bag of tricks. And she bought me a bag the day before yesterday, okay, a brand new one, because she thought my other one was getting raggedy, and it was. And so knowing that was her love language, I called her to tell her, babe, you know what? I really, really love my bag. And she responded, you speak in my language, right? Because that's how she wants recognition that I heard her love language. And so, brothers, believe it or not, don't expect your wife to automatically know what it is. You have to communicate it to her. Mine is acts of service, words of affirmation, and quality time. Okay, quality time. So it means a lot to my wife, to me. And I get it when she does it, when she sits down and she watches the basketball game with it. And she's doing, babe, and I know you're going to watch this. I've noticed. She's been sitting down watching basketball games with me, okay? And that's her spending time with me doing what I like. See, a lot of times, brothers, we will, for the sake, well, most men, if you're considerate about your woman, I know that I am. Many of the times when we go to the show, I always make sure it's something that she wants to see. Okay, she's not into some of the things that I'm into. Those things I do with my boys and my sons. My boys, those are my boys. I don't have a lot of men boys. My circle's very small. Okay, but when I go out with my sons, we go watch the things, the superhero movies, and can't wait for Dawn of Justice. All that other stuff. But when it's with my wife, I know it's going to be either something funny or something romantic. Okay, she likes to laugh and she loves a good tearjerker. Okay, me, I really don't. I could care less. I hate spending that kind of money to go to the theater. But it's not about the money. It's not about the movie. It's about her. Do you understand? It's about her. And so next Friday it goes down. Yes, it does, the Smith. Next Friday we will be there at midnight when it opens. Me and my son. That's a Perry man tradition. Okay. So, brothers, express how you receive love to her. Don't assume that she knows. Okay. Don't assume that she knows. Men, we have to get out of our own heads. We really do. Okay? When we're so far deep into our heads, we forget to express. We forget to express. Do you understand? And women are all about expression. Get that. All right? Hashtag that. Women are all about expression. All right? Don't assume that she knows. Express it to her. Babe, I really like it when you cook this. I thought all men's love language was physical touch. No, it's funny, believe it or not, physical touch is my last. All right, physical touch is my last. See, a lot of women assume that it's physical touch because of the whole male sex factor thing, and that really isn't. Men, believe it or not, underneath all the exterior and the rock and the rough hands. I'm sorry, I'm at my drafting table, so I'm shaking a little bit. But between all the muscle and sinew and grizzly beard and all that stuff, it's really a soft, mushy center. You'd be surprised at what moves your man. Okay, have that conversation. Like my wife said the other day when we scoped on our anniversary. She didn't know that I was a hopeless romantic. But brother got something planned for her. If you're watching this, babe, I got something coming up. So don't be checking the checking account. All right? But words of affirmation for us are huge with men because it does show respect. It shows honor. It shows that I see what you do every day. You understand what I'm saying? And that motivates a man to continue. Men, we will do, but we hate feeling taken advantage of. We just, not saying that you're doing that, but we like men really love words of affirmation. Okay? Acts of service, words of affirmation. I tell you, sisters, if you hit on those two, you will win. Okay? You will win. With your man, acts of service, words of affirmation, that is a 1-2 combo that will win with your dude. Do you understand? Letting him know that you see him, that you appreciate what he does, that you respect his position. Do you understand? That you respect his input and that you acknowledge what, granted, plus the 57, yes. The 57 is always in order, but that goes to physical touch. So hopefully I've said something that has blessed you, that has helped you. This is lesson number 5 or 6. Toy will correct me. Let the hearts fly. You all know how we do it here at Marriage for Real. If I've said something that has blessed you, despite not having my better half here, let's see those 7s. Praise God. Thank you all so much. Thank you. It's 5. Thank you all so much. When will it be on Facebook so I can share? It usually posts immediately on Facebook. Usually these scopes, we have it set up so it posts immediately on Facebook. And so hopefully this will bless you. Share, invite people. I'm going to drag Toy on. We're going to be on tonight, okay? And I'm sure she'll have something to say. We'll probably hit on another one. But this has been D's Huddle, okay? The website, you keep hearing, is coming soon. I actually just wrote the blurb for the huddle, okay? For D's Huddle segment on our new website that's coming up soon. And we are finalizing that because Toy wants everything to be perfect. I'm not trying to get everything perfect. I'm just trying to get it up. But, you know, that's my wife. She wants everything perfect. So we're going to allow her to get as close to that as possible. Thank you all. Have a love language conversation, Diamond Girl. Yes. Sisters, have that love language conversation, all right? Brothers, have that love language conversation. Open up that communication and watch your relationship elevate, all right? This has been your brother D from one half of Marriage for Real. I got some artwork I got to finish because I got some commissions. Folks are waiting, okay? And I've been slacking because I've been working all these doubles and whatnot, but I'm off for the next 4 days. So I'm going to hit y'all with some stuff, all right? Your words will see through. It doesn't hurt. God bless you. The marriage bed is undefiled, brother. The Smith, it is undefiled, okay? Thank you all so much, all right? We love you guys. God bless you. And we will more than likely see you tonight. I love you guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day. See you tonight. If I can turn this thing off. Stop.